guys, welcome back to another video. So if you watched my last one, I did say I was recording this one immediately after that one, and that's just because I have a very busy week with spring break and leaving for my sister's birthday out of town. So I am getting these videos out the way now. And so this is going to be an end of the month sinking funds update / cash condensing, and we just gonna hop right into it. So I do have my placeholders right here, as well as some fake bills, and that's because I did place an order for some 100s, but they don't come in until I think like the end of tomorrow. So I am just using this. And I'm gonna put this off to the side just because the money is probably gonna take up this whole tray. So, and then I do have my tracker right here on the other side to do my tracking, to write down the information. So let's see how I want to do this. I think I'm gonna go ahead and unstuff my bills binder. And then y'all also know, like I did the last time, I incorporated these envelopes, so I know what needs to be going to what. So I'm gonna put this off to the side as well. So, okay, so we have, and then I have my calculator right here too. So let's see, we have 100, 200, wow, 300, 400, 500, 600. If I could count, 20, 40, 60, 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3. Y'all, did I mess up already? I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get myself together. I don't know why I'm counting it like that. So, okay, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 700. Okay, y'all. Oof, that was a mess. So 700. And I'm going to go ahead and get this set up. Okay, utilities, 150. T-Mobile, 51. 150, 70, 90, 210, 15, 20, and 25. So 225. Internet has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. All right. So I am trying to move a little quickly with this unstuffing just because I know everything else is going to take forever. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 40, 50, 55, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Y'all, did I even calculate this right? And I meant like on my calculator. I think I missed one, but that's okay. That is okay. I will count it before I move on to the next step. Buffer has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. So 100 in buffer. Okay, and then Costco has 50, but it is going to stay in there. So y'all, let me just do a quick count of this. Okay, so, oh, look at her. All right, we're gonna go ahead and work backwards, and I will explain when I get there. So starting with my home binder. Let me go to that page. So, all right. Right now I am focusing on one envelope in my home binder at a time, and it does have 100, 150, 170, 190, 200, 205, 210. And so every 100 it gets a placeholder. So I'm just going to pull this out. That is 100. We're going to try to keep the pretty bills in the front. If not, at the end of the video, most likely off camera, I will go ahead and just swap out the prettier bills for the ugly ones throughout all my envelopes. So 210, put that in my calculator because I'm putting it all on one line. Season of Savings, which is from my Butterfly Digital Code Challenge book. If you guys have not already, definitely check her out. I love that book. And I am using that entire book to fund my home binder, alongside with whatever I put in with my paychecks and stuff. So it has 20, 40, 60, 80, 91, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38. So 138. And I'm not going to condense this or exchange it or anything like that, just because once I complete one section of her binder, I'm going to allocate that funds throughout here. So it does have, so home now has 348 in total. All right, moving on to my savings binder. So this is where I am going to use the fake money. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I just feel like aesthetically, I'm gonna like it more in here for like these challenges, because I don't know. I really don't know, y'all. It's just what my brain decided to do. So, and it's gonna be the same every 100. So bi-weekly has 51, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75. So let me write that down. Bi-weekly has 175. And so we're gonna go ahead and leave 50, 20, and a 5. 50, 70, 90. Yep. Okay. And give it 250s. In my last video, I did mention that I did order some 100 slips and they should be in tomorrow. So I will be swapping those out for just the 100 bills, just because these smaller ones is kind of tedious. Vacation has 100, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 320, 325, 330. So we're going to keep a 20, and I already know you need a 10, guys. Wow. So we're gonna go ahead and put this back. And we're going to grab $300 in play money. So 100, 200, 300. And guys, I just figured, why not put this money in the bank, since it is going to be sitting here for quite some time. All of that money can be growing some serious interest. So, you know, that's why I'm doing it like this now. And I'm just writing down how much money each thing has. And then Back to School has 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 220, 225. So we're gonna keep a 20 and a 5. And so we're gonna grab 200 in play money. Okay, so 51, 52. Okay, and Halloween is fully funded at 315. So I'm actually going to pull out all of this, and I will count it just so you guys can see. So 100, 150, 250, 270, 290, 310, 315. And Halloween is a long ways away, so might as well. So, and then I do know that all of this money right here is $315. I would not put y'all through that. I pre-counted it to make sure. So Halloween is fully funded, and I'm gonna actually pull it out to put it in the back. All right, moving on to Christmas. Christmas has 100, 230, so 230 in Christmas. So let me go ahead and put these hundreds back, and we're just gonna grab a prettier 10 and 20. Y'all, I'm just gonna go through it later, okay? So this right here is 200 in play money. So Christmas has 230. Okay, and then y'all, I already messed up and I just said I pre-counted. I did pre-count and I forgot. Okay, so luxury has 100, 150, 170, 190, 200, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we're gonna keep a 20 and a 5, 150, 70, or yeah, 70, 80, 90, 95, 200. Okay, so I'm going to fix my mistake. And I'm gonna do that real quick off camera because that's gonna take a minute. All right, y'all, so I went ahead and pulled the 200. So there's 230, or I'm sorry, 225 in luxury. And once again, y'all, once I get the 100 slips in, I will be replacing those, these fake bills for those. Birthday has 100, and I did calculate this with 100 envelopes. So I'm putting that on the calculator. And that's going to be like the 100 envelopes. So every 500, I will put it into the bank. But okay, so 100 envelopes has 500, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,000. Okay, 10, 15. So 10, 15. So I'm just gonna keep all this, like even the ugly bills right now. And once again, after the video, I'm going to replace it. So I'm actually gonna put this 500 slip away and grab a 1,000 slip. Put these 20s here. So turn up, y'all. We got our first 1K slip in the binder. Like, I'm so excited about that. Okay. And then y'all know we don't count the ones. That is going to be at the end of the year. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and put Halloween in the back. And then that is it for my savings binder, or savings challenge binder. And I'm gonna just organize these. Okay. Moving on to my daughter's binder. And I know her binder pretty much is the same as my son's. So to save time, I am going to pretty much, you know, like copy and paste basically. But let's see. Okay, so for my daughter's binder, her savings has 100, 200, 220, 240, 260, 270, 75, 80, 85, and 90. So we are going to give it a 100 placeholder. Put that 100 back. And I'm just going to keep track of that right here. And then we'll see 20, 40, 60. This is 90. So we're going to keep 2 20s. And grab a 50. All right. So 290 in her savings. And then I know for a fact her college has 290 as well. So we're going to do the same thing. Grab a 100 slip. Keep 2 20s. 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And a 50. So we have $290 in college. Okay, shoes has 100, 150, 170, 180, 90, 95, 200, 205. $205 in shoes. Okay, clothes has 100, 150, 155, 160, 165. Y'all, why was I struggling? 165 in clothes. So, y'all, what the heck am I doing? Shoes had 205, right? Yeah, and then clothes had 165. Okay, I'm on the right path. I'm on the right path. Sports has 100, 110, 15, 20, 25, and 30. And I actually want to split this up because we do split the bills. So I want to have it to where I can just pull money from it and not have to break it for change. So let's do 20, 40, 50, 60, and 70. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. Okay, let's just double check. This is 130. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 91, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Okay, cool. That makes me feel comfortable, especially because her gymnastics is $90 a month, but split it's going to be $45 a month. So I just want to be able to pull that out easily. Hair has 51, 52, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So we're going to condense this. So these 2 5s for a 10 and these 5 1s for a 5. So hair has 215. Her fun envelope has 50, 70, 90, 110, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32. And this is actually okay with the way it is. I am just going to get rid of these ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for a 5. And that's just because, you know, when you go to the store and you have some big bills, you feel like they can get more. So I like it in small so I can just pull out like, you know, $20 and be like, hey guys, y'all got $20 to go do something. But that is why I'm going to do it that way. And then moving on to my son's binder, which I know his is the same. Y'all, why I didn't write down my daughter's fun. I'm just going to go to the tracker in the back. So 132. All right, my son's saving has the same amount, so his savings and college both have $290. So I know for my kids, $400 is going back to the bank, and we're going to go ahead and exchange it and give it some placeholders. So 100 placeholder, 20, 40, and 50. 20, 30, and 50. Y'all, that $10 was really like, oh, I should have just did it, but it's all right. It's all right. We still growing. We still growing. So the same for college. 220s, 20, 30, and 50. Okay. his shoes has the same amount as my daughter's, which is, let's see, shoes has $205. And clothes is the same as well at $165. And then hair, his hair envelope has 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 20, and 25. And I'm okay with these denominations because his haircut isn't that much. And y'all, it actually went down again. So his barber is a family friend who's been cutting hair for years, y'all, like probably longer than I've been alive. And he opened up a shop a couple of years ago, and he charges like $25, $30 for their haircuts. But because my son, he is growing his top, and his top is actually pretty long. It's like almost to his shoulders now. And then just the sides and the back is cut. So he was like, this is just $15. So y'all, like, we got so much saved for my son's haircuts. Like, he's good. He's so good. But anyway, sports has 100, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 130 like my daughter's. Crazy that they are evened out now. And let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same for his. Y'all, I'm trying to, like, you know, move quick, but not too quick to where I just mess this all up, because this is just too much to be messing up. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 91, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Okay. Woo. We're doing good, y'all. We're doing good so far, okay? I feel like each time you do this, you get better. But if I sound so like dry and monotone, it's because as soon as I start working with like numbers and trying to be really accurate, like, I don't know, my brain can't, like, I don't know, y'all. So his fun has 51, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37. So 137 in his fun envelope. All right, now moving on to my social binder. Okay, so gifts has 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, and 70. So $70 for gifts. And I am going to condense this down, probably to just 20s. So, yep, that is $20. So we have 70 still. Okay, moving on to dining out. It is fully funded at 100, and I'm going to keep it just as it is. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100. Entertainment has 100 as well. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. So that is fully funded. Okay, and then potlucks has 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm just going to pull out 5 ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let me double check that now. So 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, $74 in potlucks. Kashable, which is in my debt binder. I feel like I definitely neglected Kashable this month, but you know, we gonna make up for it, okay? So, I did mention in my last, I don't remember what video it was. I wanted to say my last cash update, but I'm not 100% sure. But one of my subscribers mentioned that I should just make a payment at the end of the month, and I was like, duh, girl, like, come on now, what was I thinking? That makes so much sense. But so whatever is in here, I'm going to just pull it at the end of the month and make a payment. So this is only going to be a $35 payment, but anything is anything. And I'm actually not going to put placeholders in here anymore. You know, we're gonna make it do what it do. So I have it already written down that $35 is going to Kashable. So I'm actually not going to track it anymore. And moving on to my low priority binder. Making Memories has 51, 10, 20, and 25. So we're just going to swap out these 10s for a 20. Making Memories 125. Birthdays has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90. And you guys already know I like these in 20s because everyone is getting $20 for their birthday this year. Okay, we are trying to meet some big goals we have, and that's just what my budget is allowing right now. Holidays has 20, 40. Y'all look at me, not even writing stuff down. 90 for birthdays. Holidays has 20, 40, 45, and 50. Let's just do it like this. So 50 for holidays. Self-care has $5 in it, but I did already write it down. It is in the negative right now. I am paying myself back for this nail set that I happen to cut off. And so it's negative 65. Helping Hand has 20, 30, 35, and 40. So we're just going to put this 20 back and grab another, well, a actual 20. Kaylee has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, and 90. So we are going to keep 2 20s and put this 50 back. So 20, 40, 50. All right, y'all. So my phone died. It definitely said, girl, go take a break. You doing too much. And I definitely did. So we're back. Sorry if I feel like the angle is terrible now. Like, I am so sorry, y'all. But electronics has 115. So we're gonna go ahead and write that down. And I heard y'all, I'm over here slamming down the pen. So I'm trying to put it down nicely. Okay, miscellaneous has 100, 200, 220, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, and 80. So we are just going to keep a 20 and a 10. And this is 30, 40, and 50. Okay. So we have 280 in miscellaneous. And we just need $20 more, and this one is fully funded. Okay, and then I am going to do my high priority. Oh no. Y'all, this angle is literally killing me, Smalls. Like, okay, so my savings has 100, 200, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, and 70. So 270 in my savings, and I know it's the same for my mom as well, so I'm gonna write that down. And we are going to put down a 20 and grab a 50. Y'all, why can't I count, y'all? So 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Oh, okay, that 5 was hiding. All right, so we're grabbing a 50. So 270 in savings. my mom's envelope is the same, so we're going to keep a 20 and put down this for a 50. All right, debt has, let's see, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we're gonna put this all back and try grabbing some prettier bills. All right, so, and then this is also one where I am paying myself back. So it is in the negative. It's at negative 67. Emergency has 100, 150, 170, 190, 200, 210, 15, and 20. So we're gonna keep a 20. We're also gonna grab a 100 placeholder. So 50, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. All right, so 220 in emergency. Let me also write that down. My IRA has 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 65. So we're just going to put this all down and grab a 50. So 2 20s, a 10 is 50. So we have 165 in IRA. Business, I did actually pull this money out, y'all. So business is zeroed out. Investing has, what is this, 20, 30, and 40. So we're going to put these 10s back and grab a 20. So $40 in investing. All right. You write that down. Investing has $40. Now, I did this binder last because I did mention that my 100 envelopes challenge is going to assist me in paying off this binder. So what I am doing is every 1,000, I'm going to allocate the $1,000 to this binder, which makes like the tracking of it a little bit, well, like when I do my end of the month, it's gonna make it a little bit tricky. Not really, but kind of. So basically what the current amounts are in certain envelopes that's getting the allocation of the $1,000, I'm gonna have to write it the same. So I'm not double counting the money, but yeah. Let's go ahead and get into it. So deposit has 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 100, 10, 15, 20, and 25. So let me write that down. 3,125. Oh my God, y'all. If I could finish this binder before the end of the year, like I'm definitely gonna go run to the car dealership to get me my car. But okay, so we're gonna keep a 5 and put this back for a 20. All right. Moving on to payment, y'all. So payment is one of the envelopes that is getting completed with the $1,000 allocation. So I'm gonna just color this in and all right, guys, so that is it, y'all. So all of this, let me actually count it so I can write it down. So 1,100, 200, 250, 350, 370, 390, 410, 15, 20, and 25. So $1,425. The goal in here was for 2,000. So I'm gonna put these 100 slips back. This money is all going to the bank. So let me count it to put it in the calculator because I don't want to mess this up. 51, 150, 170, 190, 210, 15, 20, and 225. So 225. And we're going to grab another 1K slip. Oh my God, guys. Okay, like, oh my God, I'm so excited. And I'm also gonna pull this one out to put it in the back. Okay, moving on to insurance. Insurance has 51, 20, 40, 50, 55, and 60. So I'm gonna keep a 50 and a 10. Let me just put it like this. And this is going to the bank. So 100, and write this down as well. And it's going to get a placeholder. Okay, registration has, y'all, did I count this right? Because the tracker is saying no, and I already put the money up. Jesus. 150. Okay, y'all. Let me get it together. All right, so 150. Okay, registration has 51, 20, 30, 40, 45, and 50. Okay. So 150 for registration. So plus another $100. Okay, maintenance has 51, 20, 30, 35, 40, and 45. So let's go ahead and keep the 20. I'm gonna put these 50s down for a 100. And then this is $20. I do not want to make another mistake, y'all. So 145 for maintenance. Gasoline, which is another envelope that's getting fully funded with $1,000. So let me count this and put this away. So 51, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. So 145. Double check that. So 50, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. Okay. So 145 in gasoline. And it's getting a $500 placeholder. Oh my God, guys, this feels so amazing. Like, y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't understand. Okay. Car wash is also getting completed with $1,000. So it has 51, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55. So 155. And I'm gonna go ahead and give it 2 100 slips because the goal for here was $200. All right, it's also coming out to get moved to the back. And then lastly is accessories, which if you did the math, the remainder that was left was about $25, which I went ahead and added it here. So my tracker is going to be accurate, but the money is not going to match it just because, you know, moving forward, and that's just because all of the money is in the bank. So 51, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55. So this is going to get a 100 placeholder. and 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. We're going to keep this 5. So 20, 10s, 5s, and grab a 50. All right, guys. That is literally it for going through my binders. So now I'm going to go ahead and calculate, y'all, I didn't put these back. Calculate everything on my tracking sheets, and then I'm going to do that off camera just because it does take quite a bit of time. And then we'll come back and see what we have saved for the month of March. 2023 is flying, okay? Like, it is literally flying. And then after that, we'll go ahead and count all the money. So I will see y'all when I come back. All right, y'all. So after doing all the math, the total that we saved, and yes, I messed up so many times, is $13,249, y'all. Like, what? Okay, so that's what we have current, but to see what we saved in total for the month of March, I'm going to go ahead and subtract this from the 6276, so $6,726. So for the month of March, y'all, we saved a total of $6,523. Like, oh my God. Okay. $6,523. Like, y'all, oh my freaking Lord. I'm so excited about this. So excited. Okay. So I'm going to put this to the side, and now for the, whew, Lord, bear with me, okay? So I'm going to work my way backwards, and I did total out everything that I should be bringing back to the bank, and it came out to $4,628. So let's see, y'all, if your girl did this right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so we're off to a good start, y'all. 58. Moving on to the 5s. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, another 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So 1, 2, 3, 60. All right, y'all. And moving on to the 10s. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92. Or another 100. So 1, 2, 3, 400. Okay. I'm saying okay, but I am so nervous that this is going to be wrong. Okay. Moving on to the 20s. We have 20, 40, 60, 81. 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, and 60. So 760. Now, moving on to the 50s, we have 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 950. All right. Okay, moving on to the hundreds, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So, okay, y'all. So I have 4, 8, 28. And I had a total of 46.28 that needs to go to the bank. So I'm gonna go with this, and I'm going to double check everything off camera. But thank you guys so much. If you guys have made it to the end, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm very much sure about time this video is posted that we will hit the 1,000 mark for subscribers. Yay! So I am going to save the giveaway. Y'all know I'm not that good with these. I don't like anything that's too difficult. So let's just say leave a purple heart emoji in the comment section down below, and I'm going to be picking 3 winners for the 1,000 subscribers giveaway, and you guys are going to get your own personal binder, and I will include 8 8 envelopes that you guys will get to pick out your categories. So just make sure you guys drop that purple heart emoji and subscribe to the channel, and I will see y'all in my next one. And I'm going to do a quick thumbnail. Okay. All right, y'all. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.